Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Under Review, the most controversial show in the Major Arena Soccer League. My name is Phil Levanko, and that is the head of officials for the MASL, Ryan Sigich. And Ryan, it's Valentine's Day. Does that mean you're my Valentine because we're recording today?
No, Phil. But I did buy you a few frosty beverages the other night in Utica, so.
Let's go. That works. Ryan, it's a show about hearts and love, so let's start the show with a series of plays about players not liking each other. Here's a clip of Chad Vandergriff and Tavoy Morgan. Ryan, I think the refs got this call correct. This is indeed unsportsmanlike contact, in my opinion, on Tavoy Morgan. I think it's a classic case of retaliation.
Yeah, Tavoy comes in there for a challenge, and, well, his timing isn't that bad, but he does miss the ball, and the contact's low, and the thing that makes it dangerous is that it's near the board. So I think the challenge in and of itself could have been a penalty, but then there's the retaliation. As you said, he just charges into Vandergriff with his chest after the whistle, so that makes this a blue card penalty and a 2-minute power play.
Okay, in Milwaukee now, we have Welly Bermuse and Sean Esqueda. I don't have a blue card on this one for contact above the shoulders. In my opinion, this is accidental contact, no blue card, good decision by the referees.
I agree. I mean, it's just careless contact. I see it part of the normal course of play. Not much force into it. It's a straight arm and just a little negligible contact there. Foul only for me. I agree there with the referees. Osmanovic and Saney did a good job there.
And one more play of this ilk, now in Empire, Puentes and Berto Palmer. And in my opinion, there's no intention on this one either. Contrary to the Tavoy Morgan play, Puentes does not line up Berto Palmer on this one. So I've got accidental contact on this one.
Well, I just like to keep it simple and say not a whole lot in it. I mean, that's not really referee speak, but that's kind of practical. The contact's minimal. It's low force. It's a straight arm. There's no swing that I see. So I categorize this as well as careless. And the referees correctly here give a free kick only.
Now let's go back to Kansas City. And what's a Valentine's Day show without a mass confrontation? Ryan, I never like these plays on the show unless something serious happens. So what do you see here?
Well, we have Charlie and Rion getting into it here. Little slaps, little pushes, little arms flying, and then a chest bump. So it has to be penalized, and there was a little mix-up a few minutes earlier. So this was the second incident here. There's really nothing here that one does compared to the other that, in my opinion, rises to the level of a power play. So, I think the referees at Grady and Martin here do a great job of getting in there quickly, diffusing it so that things don't escalate. But the blue cards are warranted. Each is given the 2 minutes for it, and we restarted play with the 4v4. I think this was well handled.
All right, we've got a couple plays from St. Louis, San Diego. This one here, in my opinion, is a clear handball. We've got arms raised. We don't have a natural position. And the PK call, now you've taught me, Ryan, not every penalty in the box is a PK, but it looks like there's a shot on goal here, so I've got a PK for this one.
Yeah, unfortunately there, Thomas's hand is extended away from his body. He's making his body bigger, not in a natural position, and it blocks a shot on goal. So the correct call is given to blue card, penalty kick, and we would restart. If the penalty kick was not successful, then it would be a power play.
St. Louis challenged this potential handball on Xavier Snare-Williams. Ryan, I feel like we have this play or type of play every week, but I don't know how you can definitively say that the ball crossed the top of the box. Do you have any smoking gun angles here? Do you think this is a handball?
Yeah, lots of handballs this year. Well, I think I can say that he might have been out of the penalty area, but I mean, it's that old case of what's that phrase? The case of spears and planes often intersect when you don't think they do. Geometry. So we just don't know, and unless there's a camera that's lined up directly on top of the penalty area line, we won't know. But I think the key here is that the referee Danielle Chesky, she's in the perfect position to make the call. And her decision, and she is adamant that the ball was still touching the line the whole time. Therefore, no handball. And also keep in mind, though, this would not have been a blue card shootout because this is a goalkeeper momentum handball, meaning the ball was first handled by the goalkeeper legally inside the penalty area, and then his momentum carried him out. So at best, this would have been a free kick from the top of the penalty area. This would not have been a blue card shootout.
A great point from you, Ryan, which I'm sure the broadcasters of the MASL will absolutely absorb. Last play, Stars and Sockers at Front Wave Arena. Now, Ryan, I don't have a shootout here on this one. Isn't one of the criteria for a shootout full possession of the ball? In my opinion, number 8 Briscoe does not have full control as he's heading towards goal.
Well, he doesn't, Phil. However, there is also a consideration, the clear likelihood of gaining control of the ball. And I think that falls into this play because, I mean, had he not have been fouled there, he's moving at pace and would have clearly gained possession of the ball just outside of the yellow line, a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. So for me, this has to be a shootout. I think it was correctly given by the referee there, Joe Salinas. Blue card and a shootout.
Clear likelihood of possession, isn't that as ambiguous as a handball?
Well, yes, but I mean, that's why the referees get paid the big bucks.
And that's why we do this show. That's it for this week's show, Ryan. I just wanted to say it was great to see you on Wednesday at the All-Star game, and I had a blast hanging out with you and your crew. Maybe one day I'll become a referee.
Well, we could probably get you in, Phil. But yeah, absolutely. It was great to see you and everybody else there. I do want to say it was extremely well done by the league, by Utica, who hosted it. I think all the players seemed to have a great time. Excellent event, in my opinion.
We'll see you next week for another episode of Under Review, where maybe we'll get some more controversy.